Hey everybody. It's your boy Bandit here. On to another hopefully proud and excellent podcast. This is second episode of the Bandit Bros. Um my co-host is not here right now, but we'll be running in a second. We're definitely we got an interesting time. We got an interesting episode today.
Check, check, check. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
There we go. It just wouldn't pop up for me, so no, it's weird.
No, you're good.
What's
So,
happening, everybody?
yeah, we got some heat. We got some people here. Welcome. But yes. Welcome to another exciting episode of the Bandit Bros. Your host, Bandit,
Boy
and my
Draco.
co-host, yes sir. And just wanted to kind of kick it off for today's episode. We're gonna be jumping in a couple of things that's been happening lately. We're gonna kind of go over the microtransactions of gaming.
Yes, sir.
We're gonna jump into some of the games that have some of the terrible aspects of these transactions, especially when it comes to how much we're spending for these games. We're gonna jump into a couple of the new things like the new Demon Slayer movie that they're supposed to be coming out in the next month. Hopefully, it's supposed to be exciting. All willing.
Right.
And then we're just gonna just kind of branch and see how everyone feels about what we talking about. We're gonna ask some of the people we have right now about how they feel about what we're bringing up, and yeah, we're gonna go from there.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So, yeah, like my homie said, basically, I think we're gonna start this off with the gaming aspect. I'll let you kind of get into your side here because I got pretty pretty in depth topic here for today. So I'll let you kind of start the reins here all first.
So I'm just gonna kick it off on I'm gonna say it. We're gonna kick off for Call of Duty. Um,
Perfect.
Call of Duty to me has gone past the whole we just playing a shooting game.
Most definitely.
We got to the point where we're shooting Beavis and Butthead, or we're shooting Nicki Minaj, or we looking like a fucking shark trying to use guns.
Man, it's crazy. It's truly crazy. It goes beyond. I don't even know really who to blame too in that aspect because it's like they took what Fortnite does and just made it 30 times worse. And at least with Fortnite, it's third person, so you see your skins. It's you don't even see your skins in Call of Duty unless you're doing like executions. And it's like it's one of the biggest shams, man, in gaming. I'm glad you're touching on it because
And it's
couldn't be me.
really and it's
Couldn't be
really
me.
enough that I think shoot, last week I was playing a solo squad lobby,
Mhm.
and I guess because I didn't have a skin I was automatically terrible at the game, and
Insanity.
I was just hearing some of these guys like, you have such an old skin. I'm like, Beavis and Butthead skin like just came out like the last season. What is old about it? And I'm just like, so you think I'm terrible at the game because I have a Beavis and Butthead skin?
That's where we're at in gaming. That's when I got more skins equates to more skill somehow to the younger generation.
But what happened to let's play the game, and by playing or me getting to a certain aspect or certain progression in the game, holy snaps, I won me a head skin, or I won me a new armor. No, I have to pay. Not only do I have to pay you guys $70 for the game, for
Mm-hmm.
the base game, I have
Most
to
game
pay
these
you
days,
20 to almost $70 or
yes
even
sir.
more for either skins for my weapons.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, at this point, I'm not playing a shooting game.
Sometimes even the weapons themselves. because of the battle pass. They're tied to the battle pass these days. So you got to get
Oh,
to a certain level of the battle pass to get, like meta weapons.
and uh, like for me, like I think, okay, other than freaking Call of Duty, let's go to like, shoot. For me, I don't think that the whole fighting games should have microtransactions for a
Oh
time.
no, at all, at all. And just to piggyback a little bit before we get into it, I just want to preface COD was one of the OGs of actually having that system right. They literally pioneered the camo system to where, you got X amount of headshots, X amount of kills while going prone or like doing X amount of snipes. Like they had one of the best tier systems for unlocking camos. Despite the whole prestige, I was never a big prestige guy. I know a lot of people that literally every COD they ran up to 10 plus prestige and up, but I was never that guy. But they went from pioneering a system like that to copying the wave of the Fortnites and other games and just sitting here trying to basically have the next cash grab skin that's going to make everybody go there and download it.
Yeah,
But yeah,
because like,
not to cut you off.
no, my bad for cutting you off.
No, you're good.
I agree with you 100%. Like, I could sit there, and yeah, I wouldn't want to push. Back then, I wouldn't want to prestige. But at the same time,
You could though, man.
if I want a certain skin, I would have to
Yeah,
do that.
you
But
could if
that
you
was
want to.
pleasable, or it was at least a good thing, and it
Right.
would push people to even want to play the game more.
You don't have
Not
to pay
though,
for it.
hey, yeah, now I can just, now I don't have to play it. I can just buy the
You just
skin.
buy it.
Bet.
Just buy it. Buy
Like,
the gold package.
I'm not paying $20 to get gold skin. I'm not paying $20 so my gun can look like dolphins or swimming through my fucking muzzle.
You
Bro, I
know,
don't care.
and this is saying this is guys. Just to preface a little sidebar, we play a game called Fallout 76, which is literally like 80% of their economy is microtransactions, and if we're not going for that in that game, we're definitely not doing it for Call of Duty. Like it's
And
just
let me let me tell you something.
it's just not going.
It
It's just not going
it
down.
costs 20, here's an example. It costs $20 for a cabin bundle for Fallout 76.
Hmm.
Essentially $20. So if you want to make yourself a cabin in Fallout 76, $20.
But compared to Fallout 4, where you could probably take those same cabin plans and make it just in the game. And
Or if you just want to
that's kind of where
build
we're
your
at.
cabin in the woods, go to fucking Minecraft, play that bitch for
Yeah,
free.
I'll be honest. If you want to do the real deal Holyfield experience, you do that.
um,
But yeah, to kind of get back into the fighting game kind of side of things, it's funny you mentioned it. I just recently purchased Dead or Alive 6 just because it's been one of those. It's on the back burner. I know it's been out for a minute, but just because I'm not even sure how big the scene is of DOA 6 at this point. But I love DOA, so I finally decided to buy it, and just playing it for the couple hours I did, it's a great time. But already in the story side of things, just compared to DOA 5, they literally have 3 sections of the prologue. Literally the prologue that you cannot even touch without buying these characters via DLC. Two of the characters literally being already part of DOA 5, and now they've been branched off as DLC. So, and what I looked and saw in the store, I think they're like $6 a piece. So, like, imagine playing base. Imagine
bro.
day one you buy DOA 6, or I mean, let's just take an example. Let's take a best way of describing it is like, let's take Tekken, and then one of the characters starting off is Jin as a DLC. He's not even in the base game. Like that's the type of levels we're getting at with DOA 6. And literally, like, if you try to select it, it says you don't have the character purchased here, so you cannot play this part of the game. It literally tells you that
So
in a pop-up bar.
so we're putting a main character as a DLC.
Yeah, yeah.
So
And one of their new characters to the series, the new characters to the series is locked behind it, like a character I've never seen before. It's like this girl named, she's got blue hair. It's like Yuri or something. I don't know. I don't know anything about her. I got to buy her first, so I don't know if I will. To be honest with you, I'm getting to this point where I mean, like you said, you're spending $70, and that's just the entry fee at this point. You don't even you're getting maybe 40 to 50% of the actual game, and then heaven forbid they have a gold option or they're trying to sell you DLC. I mean, this has been going on since like early 2010s, where there's yeah, I think Ubisoft did the best, where they're just selling you these season pass and DLCs for stuff not even made yet, stuff just on a whim, stuff just like as an idea. And Gotham City, literally a game that got shut down. They they almost didn't even come out with all the DLC that they planned on. So you got games that can literally fail before their battle pass is even realized, like an Anthem,
That
where you got guys that go all in. And by the way, yeah, we're shutting the game down. It's like, okay. Like, I'm not even sure where this practice. Honestly, this really started with like gotcha games, kind of in Japan, where like a lot of those. But you got to think like those games are essentially just like literally pachinko slash slot machines where you go in and dump your money. Like these aren't $70 base games that are being sold to you by multi-billion-dollar corporations.
shoot, um, shoot. To add on to the whole "you're dead or alive" thing, bro. Shoot, I was trying to re-download the Virtual Fighter 5 Showdown game because
Yeah,
I'm an old head. My dad, I was raised on Virtual Fighter. A
yes.
lot of everyone I
You was raised on
knew,
Virtual Fighter. I was raised on Tekken.
yeah, a
That's
lot
how
of
I
people
know.
I know was raised on Tekken. They weren't. A
Mm-hmm.
lot of people I know was not really messing with Virtual Fighter. Even then,
Mm-hmm.
like Soul Calibur or like Tekken Tag, bro, no one was messing with Virtual Fighter.
Even though I
And
think you got to give not to cut you off, isn't Virtual Fighter like the first legit 3D like game like fighter? Like I'm pretty sure they set the tone as the first legit like 3D map like actual generated fighting game. Like they're the pioneers for that.
yeah, Virtual Fighter was the first
Second got a
3D,
lot of its bones from that.
first one, November of 1993. The first
There you go.
3D
Boom.
Sega fighting game was
Yes,
Virtual
sir.
Fighter.
They're the
And
pioneers, man.
and of course, not a lot of people want to put respect, and that's okay. Everyone has their preference on fighting games. But for
Of course.
me and my father, bro, for me, I think Virtual Fighter was, it was one of the really decent fighting games that people really had to know their combos. If you didn't know what you were doing, I'm literally either countering. I know what you're going to pull, and I'm either
Right.
going to counter you, or I'm just going to hit you with a combo. I'm not just going to, no disrespect, but I'm not just going to pop you up in the air and I'm just going to swing my blade 25 times, and by the time you get down, your health
I'm
is gone.
weak. I'm weak.
No disrespect to, I'm not trying to say it, but no disrespect to Tekken.
I mean, you don't do that in second,
But at the same time, so Calumber was probably worse at it before Tekken, at least the new Tekken, because I know a couple of main people, Maxi, Keelik,
right?
Yoshimitsu, Cervantes. They have a couple moves that could just jug you.
Is
But
in Tekken too. Yoshimitsu, by the way.
yeah, and to cover what I'm bringing up, the microtransactions of Virtual Fighter, bro, just with the Virtual Fighter Showdown, the main
Mm-hmm.
game is literally free. To put like any type of attire on these guys or
Yeah,
dress
you
them
do.
up,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
have to buy the
Yep.
DLC to even do anything.
Anything, man.
And
Anything.
it's like,
It's disgusting.
what is the point
It's
of
disgusting.
doing that? They don't even get
Crazy.
a second attire. Like I can't do nothing.
Nope. No player two costume. No. Nope. None of
It's just like at that point, yeah, I do, it shouldn't be all about the skins. But look, I'm not spending money just to dress them up. Just put something on. I'm like, geez, the game is kind of butt anyways. The least you
that.
can
Mm-hmm.
do is give me some type of skin, give me some type of attire to dress them up. The game's
Fact.
butt.
Fact.
But the I guess my whole point is, especially the whole with fighting games. I don't think you should be putting money into that. But I
Oh, not
also
at all,
don't think
man. Not at all.
I also don't think you should be putting extra money in a lot of these games, especially when we got games that are coming out now, $80 to $100 base game, and that's
Base
not
game.
including this the
Base game.
deluxe edition,
Thanks to
special
Nintendo.
edition, or fucking Borderlands 4 Vault Hunter edition, like shit
Disgusting,
like
man.
that. Why are we spending
Disgusting.
almost $200 on a game?
Especially you look
Not
in the store right now; it's going to be on sale soon.
Yeah, and not including what we're already paying on top of internet. We have to
Hmm.
play PlayStation Plus to play internet on top of paying our fucking internet bill.
Yeah.
And now we gotta pay for deal. We gotta pay for cosmetics,
Yep, your DLC's got DLC now.
bro. I don't mind paying for DLCs, but now I gotta pay for cosmetics, bro. You're not Sims. This is not Sims.
That's a good point.
Why are we comparing these? Why is all these games are coming out now requiring you to pay for the cosmetics?
Because they like I said, Fortnite, and I'll keep it at least from the fighting game aspect. I believe Mortal Kombat was truly the first ones to really just sell you your favorite characters look for money. Like they're really the first guys that, oh, you like the OG mod, you like the OG retro ninja fits? Well, for $5, you can get what Scorpion used to look like. You can get what Sub Zero looked like in Mortal Kombat Deception, and it's like, well, I would love that. Or yeah, that was about, but you got to pay for it. And they were, but once again, like COD, the pioneers of having you being able to like go to the crypt and unlock the alternate outfits or do this, and like you beat it in a certain time, you unlock this character. They were the pioneers of doing that. To go, it's like you watch the hero go from you live long enough to see your hero become the villain, where they literally took their same practices and say, you know what, that's where we're gonna hold your favorite characters and the way they look hostage, and the only way you can get them is by paying us money. And it's to kind of segue into that. Another thing that's scaring me is this whole verification with I don't know if you
Uh
heard about
oh.
kind of
Uh oh.
with a
Talk
GTA.
to him.
Well, essentially, man, we'll start with basically the big rumor that Rockstar and GTA 6 is going to have and enforce gonna be the first major game to enforce the ID, basically the ID entry. You have to put in either your ID or you have to give them your social security number to be able to log in and play the video game. Now, I don't know how you feel, but from what I'm seeing, just the way the UK is handling this situation, where not only just video games, but literally from YouTube to Spotify, you have to log in and give your entire government name, address, et cetera, et cetera. We're getting to this weird point in gaming where you even got to ask yourself, is it really worth it? Because I know a lot of people's excuse, and like I said, I know you and I from both sides have people that really champagne and say, "Hey, man, I'm cool with this. This is a great idea. It finally gets these young kids out of here, out of my ear. We're not going to be in the lobby playing with a bunch of kids." In my argument as well to that, I think that's cop out. I really think we're getting to the point where we're giving these multi corporations way too much ammo, way too much leeway for something that literally is already in our hands. Literally, already we have the control of. And I don't know about you. I was once a 10-year-old boy. I was once a 12-year-old kid online. And if I wanted to get on that game or if I wanted to play and use that service, I was going to figure out a way. It didn't matter what. So like I said, we're getting like I don't know how you feel about it, but
The whole
I'm definitely not gonna put my ID in that. Is all I'm gonna say. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna be the sacrificial lamb for whatever this next wave of quote unquote security is gonna be.
I guess the whole thing for me is, how much are you literally willing to go just to play a game online? Are you willing to just
Man,
basically be like, all right, Donald Trump, you can look at what I'm watching, you can look at what I'm playing, and if you don't like what I'm doing, then hey, I'm sorry, I'll turn it off. No disrespect, but I'm not fucking caring what any government official, I don't care what you're doing, I don't care who you support, I don't care who you are. Nothing you say or do is gonna make me feel like make me feel like I should give you my ID so I could play your fucking game.
at all, man. At
I don't
all.
fucking care. I don't care what you put in the game.
Like
Even
I
that
said, I don't
point.
care if it's GTA 6, man. And we all know the hype around GTA 6.
like
It's
if
gonna
I
be
really
one of the
want to
biggest
play an
games.
online
I
game
get
to
it.
really, if I want a family that I don't like, or if I want a family to just fuck around or escape from my actual family, I'll go to Sims 4 and or go to a Sims game and make what I want. I'll go get what I want.
That's my biggest argument here. Like it's literally looking like, at least from my old head perspective, like the biggest way of arguing against this, besides just telling them no, is we need to start digging out the backlogs. We need to start playing these old games that actually showed us appreciation and that actually at once upon a time cared about the gamer, because we're really straying to the point where gaming is just being used as a commodity like everything else. Like it's just being, and whether to get data to sell to the highest bidder or whatever you're trying to do or however you're trying to phase it, gaming is far on the side, far less on the side of the gamer than the corporation. And I just don't see how okaying or just being cool. Like I said, one of my biggest examples. There was like a IMVU and me's back in the day, right?
Oh
And like
shit!
you had to
Oh,
be 18 to be on those websites. And
yep.
I don't know about you, I definitely wasn't 18 on
Nah,
those websites. Like,
bro.
and my mom and dad knew about it. They thought I was just online playing a game. And to a degree, that's what it was. But at the end of the day, like I said, like we sat here, whatever we changed the date to our birth or used a fake email, whatever, we got around the ramifications of the steps to get to what we wanted to get. And it's going to be the same thing that's going to happen here with GTA 6. You're still going to hear little Rodney yelling and screaming at you and cursing at you, whether it's his dad just passing him the controller himself or he figures out a way. It's still going to happen. It's still going to be a thing. And we're just going to be sitting here entering our ID for a company that's already been proven to have your data leaked and DDoS to this day. GTA Online, because the crazy thing I heard, I think they're trying to even do this for previous GTA Online, which will just kill it, in my opinion. So already, it's literally their security is matchsticks and bubblegum, essentially. Like a high schooler can hack into the Rockstar servers and get information. It's that easy.
Yeah, because you got kids. Sorry to excuse my language. You have kids that
Oh
are
no, you're good.
literally hacking these Chromebooks on actual government
Yeah,
sites.
and just
You
boom,
they
boom,
can
boom.
literally they can literally mod out of that little setting you have and just change it. If you don't think they can do that, what makes you don't think they can't hack in these systems? They've
Mm-hmm.
already proven it in a lot of these
Time
games.
after time. Look at
Like,
Sony. Look at Sony, the
oh,
company.
oh man.
Sony gets hacked once a year. It feels like.
And that's probably one of the reasons why they still doing this. Listen, no disrespect to Sony, because I still rock with Sony over
For
Xbox and
sure. At
Microsoft.
this
I
point,
will
we still are
always.
Sony over everything. For sure.
But at the same time, look, Sony, if I'm gonna give you hundreds of my hard earned money for your games, your DLCs, the least thing you can do is let me keep my stuff. Let
Very
me,
least.
actually have it as mine and not just take it away because your feelings are hurt. No one's putting money in your DLC. No one's putting money in your cosmetics. No one's like, no, I'm not putting in so much money. And at this point, to jump it to not to get off subject, for the GTA 6 game, if you're going to implement either putting an ID, scanning IDs, or any type of showing any type of my government ID,
Mm,
are you going to sit there and monitor each one of us? Are you going to make sure that a child is not playing? Are you going to make sure that a child molester is not
exactly.
coming after little ass kids? Are you going to make sure? Are you going to monitor everyone? Because I know you have files on this.
That's the multi-billion-dollar question there.
You have our personal information. I've already look. If I know my account's not mine, whatever. But you're not going to have me request my personal information if you're not going to keep little kids out of grown adult games, or you're
Mm,
not going to if you're not going to keep grown adults away from little kids online. When you guys say you're watching us, but you're allowing this stuff to happen
exactly.
through your platform.
because it's still gonna happen. It's still gonna
If you're
happen.
gonna allow all this to allow this to happen, I'm not giving you any of my personal information. If you're going to allow all this to happen on your platform, but be
Hmm.
like, well, it's on my platform. Well, I don't know what you want us to do. Get it off or stop letting everyone join your shit. No disrespect. I can't. And as a father of 4 kids, I will not, and forever not put my kids in these games. I don't care what you say. I don't care if I played them before.
Hmm.
I'm not letting my kids. I know what's going to happen. I know what you guys are going to do. You guys are going to sweet talk them like you did my generation. You're going to be like, "Ooh, there's some skins," or shoot, since you got these new shows that are coming, remix shows. Oh, we're gonna put Baby Shark in Call of Duty. We're gonna put Baby Shark in Tekken 8. We're gonna
Please don't
make
give. Please don't give me any ideas, please.
look. I'm not trying to give them ideas. They're already put. No, no.
I think
Listen.
the funniest thing in Tekken 8, they literally have like Chipotle giving ads in there. Like if
Oh
they got
my.
some kind of weird promo where you scan there, you get like I don't know, but it's insane. Like I said, just to piggyback on that, we're just in a really weird time with gaming where us as gamers, we gotta truly make a stand and we gotta stick together and actually join as a force to really just be like, hey man, we gotta take back what's ours because as Rockstar in general and just a lot of multi-billion dollar corporations, they clearly just don't have us in heart when they make a lot of these decisions. And that whether whatever country you live in, whatever government you go by, the writing's on the wall where your rights and the stuff you own is just all in question. We just got to keep it a buck there.
Mm-hmm.
But it's kind of segue into let's get into a little more brighter, kind of
Let's
change the
let's
tone a
do
little
some good.
bit.
What about some good stuff about GTA
Let's
6? What you rock? What you think could be? What do you think could be a good thing about GTA 6 coming out? Do you think GTA 6 coming out could be a good thing other than the
I
ID
mean,
situation?
well,
You think they
I
could
mean,
pop off with something strong, or you think they're gonna be
I,
lacking?
we all know to a degree what
Be-
GTA 6 is going to be.
because
I
they have already
mean,
announced that the is
yeah,
map
yeah.
is like 3 times big. It's supposed to like cover like 3-4 different states apparently.
Well, that's the one thing. It's the I kind of see that we're all gearing like they're making GTA 6. It's going to be the game for the like. It's going to be the end all be all for a lot of people. Like whether they do this ID or not, for the people that do play this game, it's going to be like they're going to treat it like we did with online times three. I think, and when I say that, I mean look at how long the lifespan of GTA 5 online is at this point. In from what I'm hearing, I mean they're gonna treat this six and online. It's gonna be like a well tuned and oiled machine that they're gonna do bunches of add-ons, patches, DLCs, you name it. I'm sure map expansions. I'm sure they're gonna do the whole damn kit and caboodle with this thing. Like we're gonna be 50 and they're still gonna add stuff onto it. If if you ask me, but like I said, all that stuff is great. But if you're sitting there doing weird stuff like that, I can't. For all the great that it has, I don't even want to think about it if I can't even just play it the way I want to play it. If that makes sense. Not trying to be that guy, but I got to stand on all 10 when like it, it's like a devil temptation. You know what I'm saying? He sits there and shows you these lavish like this bag of gold and shit. Like all you gotta do is just jump. All you gotta do is just kill somebody for this. And you're just like, brother, I can't. Like I can't do this. Like I can't do this for
Listen,
you, bro.
listen,
You know what
y'all.
I'm saying? All respect. All respect to
I'm
you.
not. We're not saying that you shouldn't just sit there and just not buy the game because it'll suck. Not saying that at all.
At all. At all.
But what we're trying to help y'all understand, please, please look at what's going to happen
Mm.
if they do put that in effect of putting your ID or any type of government official document that you
Yep.
possess.
Yep. Just think
And
about it.
look what's going to happen.
Just think about it.
They are look, most people don't have to be inside your house to take your information. Now you're talking about dropping it on one of the biggest games that's going to be
Willingly.
made. It's going to be one of the biggest games out there, and yes, it's going to impact because at the way we're going at right now, we're going to the way of technology, meaning you don't have to be present. You can at this point, because from what I've heard, they are put in the marks of making a currency in the game that can be used in real world.
Yeah, that is a rumor.
You
Yeah,
can sell and sell stuff in the game,
I
and
believe
it
that
could
when I
be
see it.
and be basically
To be
double
honest,
and worth more in real life. Let me tell you something.
I believe when I see that.
You're telling me a Jordan 11 in the game is going to be worth a couple thousands in real life?
I don't
Like,
know
well,
about that.
I gotta give you what, $600 because you made a dope shoe in the game. But let me tell you
I
something.
mean, but look
I
at
don't.
Fortnite, man. They literally have Jordan 11s in there now. You can buy somebody's account.
Oh
Yeah,
yes, please let's. Okay, no, not to jump off the ship of GTA 6, y'all. But can we not talk about Fortnite adding a whole shoe option for them? And let's remind you, most of the skins in the game they come with shoes. So
exactly.
what you need actual sneakers for? When most of the outfits that you buy have shoes or just have nut, bro. No,
No, it's
no,
crazy.
no.
It is
I
crazy.
refuse.
I'm there
I'm
with you.
sorry.
I'm there
I'm
with you. Now,
sorry.
let's like I
I
said,
feel very passionate about this.
real
I
talk.
don't see this.
We'll shift gears just because I know we don't not everybody's this passionate about games. Let's get into the anime bag a little bit. Let's bust that a little bit open.
Hey, we may have a guest. We have someone that's one we have a buddy, close friend between
For
us that
sure,
has a
he's a fellow
comment.
anime enthusiast as well. We'll get him in here in a second. I just want to kind of delve into a little bit because we'll bring that out basically, especially when we start talking about JoJo. But like we were talking a little bit about Demon Slayer because you're a big Demon Slayer guy, Bandit is, and I've never personally watched it yet, so no disrespect to it. I just all the animes I watched,
Great.
it just didn't come across my radar yet. So I finally partook before the podcast and actually watched the first episode.
Uh-oh.
And like I said, I'm actually impressed. I'm digging it. I'm liking it. I'm liking the general synopsis, kind of the plot's going.
Where you at right
Um,
now?
like I said, I literally just watched the first episode just so I could
Oh,
get my
okay, okay.
first. Just wanted to dip my foot in and see how it felt, and I liked it.
Well,
Like I said,
uh,
no, it's
how
been
you
good.
feel about watching? Okay, well then, just for the first episode, how do you
Mm.
feel about Tandro dealing with what he saw? Him going out getting wood and shit for his family, then
Well,
coming
that's what I'm
back,
saying, bro.
his
It
whole
was
family just gone, basically.
it hit early. To be honest, for me, it hit early Dragon Ball vibes because
Oh,
like for me, a person that's watched literally OG from Goku from the beginning, like when people legit were killed, like real death was experienced, like real trauma and pain was felt. Not no disrespect to the older the rest of the Dragon Ball, but literally, I mean, the first episode, my man, and I don't want to spoil anything for anybody, but like he just experiences true loss of the family immediately for what seemed like it was going to be a good day, and then literally hearing about just the story about it, then he comes home and experiences it is just absolutely wild. And then just to sit here and the stuff he goes through with his sister, man, like I was hooked. I ain't gonna lie, I was hooked. I like it, and I don't even know the name of the cat with the sword who basically saved him, but that guy had a lot of sauce. So if all demon slayers carry themselves like that type shit, I think it's gonna be
are we talking about the first Hashira he meets
yeah, yeah,
Tomioka?
yeah, yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. No, it's I'm for what I'm seeing, I like it, and especially now, I really want to know what happens with the sis. I want to see if he can save her. I want to see how this
Now,
goes.
I don't know how much I can say without spoiling a lot for you or the listeners we have right now. But I'm just going to say, at least for the movie aspect, because I don't want to spoil a lot. I don't want to spoil the anime. So the movie itself it really boils down the whole chemistry of who Tomioka and Tanjiro themselves together really goes, because the
Mhm.
bond between them really it really shows in the fight. scene with them and the demon they're gonna be facing, it really shows the
Okay,
whole difference between who Tomioka is
that's
and
fair.
Tanjiro and how much they have both have grown and changed.
Yeah, yeah. I'm here
Um,
for it. Like I said, man, I'm in. And then the scene, oh my goodness, really not to spoil too much, but like when the mom basically sees him out and is just like, man, take care. Oh,
oh,
brought a thug tear to the man's eye.
oh
I ain't gonna lie.
no,
I was like, oh my god. I was like, oh my gosh, this is all in the first episode. As much as so many animes out there, and I know everyone's got their MVP, everyone's got their favorite. For me, anyways, and we talk about this a lot. My favorite animes are always the anime where you're not only watching the main character, but you're literally like you feel like you're growing with him. Like you go through his pain, you go through the ups, you go through the downs. Like you literally grow with the character. Literally, just the first episode, you experience all every single range of emotions, in my opinion, just in the first damn episode.
mm,
Like so for me, there's animes shit that it may take the first 5 episodes for you to feel that. And as much as I love One Piece, and my homie might differ, but it takes like the first 2 episodes to really start feeling that. And Luffy will make, the gang, they make you feel those ranges, but like it takes a little bit to get it going. Demon Slayer, like out the gate, like hit it, hit a few nails with a hammer. The way I feel.
oh,
So, I mean, shit. Like in Naruto, great example too, where like out the gate, you already like, damn, you want to push homie on the swing. You're like, let me help y'all somehow. Like, let me give you some of my lunch, something. Like, damn, get this man get this man a bite to eat, something. Give him a hug.
sure,
Like,
Goku as a baby just turning into
yeah,
a
go
freaking
literally,
gorilla.
yeah, literally just he's a kid in the jungle by himself. Like literally just roaming through the Bulma almost runs him over. Like literally like, what is this kid doing with a tail? What the heck? Like,
And then he
literally
just
blinks him, literally blinks him. People don't even talk, literally shoots him.
mm,
And like Goku's so strong, he's like, like what the but you really you get it just the greatest animes in my opinion. You get it all. JoJo, another great example. Where like
oh,
the first episode, you're like, damn, what? Like,
yeah,
my man,
I just started JoJo's Bizarre. Not gonna lie, this
yes
morning,
sir,
bro.
yes
I
sir.
watched a couple episodes. I got to probably like the sixth episode.
Okay, okay,
Um,
my man went into it.
I'm not gonna lie. The first episode, I was kind of pissed off because, no disrespect, I'm not gonna let a man that I don't know just walk up into my house, not only punk me, but punk the girl I like, and
Right.
basically like just also take over. And I also realized going further in, he also stood on business too. No matter what, every time he just got either
Facts,
beat up by Dio, bro. He
facts.
never punked out.
Never back down.
He
That
not once.
that should be
And
Jonathan's
then
middle name.
it got to a point where Dio's like, dang. Like he's like, I'm like no, and then he had his dude. He basically created, not trying to go after JoJo, and that's where I'm at right now. JoJo's fighting that dude. He just Dio
Yes,
just changed, and he
yes.
like JoJo just hit him with this bizarre move underwater. I'm like, what? So
Bro,
I'm just like, dang,
too much
JoJo.
sauce.
It's like,
Too much sauce. That's
um,
literally the if JoJo can be defined by just one sentence, too much sauce, in my opinion. Like it's too much.
and to add on, well, I have something to say about One Piece. I already know y'all gonna hate it, and I have a buddy of mine that's here right now. He's gonna join after what I gotta say, but
Yes, sir.
One Piece from my aspect, and no, for you listeners and everyone here right now, I have not watched One Piece. I know, I know,
It is blasphemous. It is
I
blasphemous. I will
uh,
say that. I will agree.
it's just I know. My bad. I'm sorry. It's not. I know it's not my fault, but come on. I just don't think, in my retrospect of the anime, when I just didn't see myself in Luffy or his whole kind of storyline in the first episode when they were introduced during like TV, because One Piece would be like after Bleach, because it'd be Naruto,
Mhm.
Bleach, and then One Piece. So I would end up watching One Piece, but
Mhm.
then it was like, but that's what as I'm a little kid, so it's not like I really paid attention to it.
Right, right.
But when I hear, when we get into these conversations, when it's, protagonist versus protagonist, Luffy versus Naruto, or Ichigo versus Naruto, or Goku versus Naruto.
Mhm.
In my aspect of Naruto, and many people I've come across in my lifetime, they always shoot from they always shoot Naruto down. I'm not gonna lie. Even as a kid, they made Luffy,
Or Naruto.
Ichigo, and of course Goku over Naruto. I fought my punches with Goku, and I
Goku's
understand a
over.
little bit with Goku, but
Goku's
no
over.
disrespect to at least Ichigo. And I've seen all Bleach.
Mhm.
I just don't see the compare. I don't just don't see the comparison in for me, I guess, a struggle. I don't think, man, I could be wrong. Like I've told, I'm telling you,
Yeah.
I didn't see Luffy deal with those struggles, and like I said, I could be wrong. I just didn't see Luffy dealing with struggles and then just be like, we're gonna go through 1,000 episodes for Luffy to develop a career.
That's
You know what?
crazy. That is
That's just
crazy.
me taking L. Now, not to jump more into me just dissing One Piece. My man Elliot is here. Elliot, are you here?
Yes, I am.
Okay.
What's going on,
Now,
man?
yes. Now, viewers, everyone here listening, my man Elliot is a big One Piece. He's one of the ones that knows a lot more. He's got more knowledge from me. Uh, Draco's got even way more, but like,
A fellow anime connoisseur.
yeah. So Elliot, what is your anime hot take on Luffy or JoJo's Bizarre or anything on the anime aspect?
Well, in my opinion, the first few parts of JoJo, all the way to the part where Old Man JoJo and his small band of adventurers
Mhm.
beat gets to where Dio is in that part
Okay, so
and
part three.
and takes him on.
Yeah. Excellent part.
I think that's actually a very good. I think all the way up to that and some of part 4 is actually very good.
Mhm. Okay.
But
I rock with
eh,
that.
in my opinion on Luffy, I I'm not going to agree with my man on Luffy taking 1,000 episodes to develop a career.
I feel that too. I feel that too. I can't co-sign
But
that.
in my opinion, you
Ah!
you gotta remember, you gotta remember,
Yes, sir.
Luffy
I love it.
is just in that first episode. He is just starting his pirate career
Mhm.
because
Mhm.
he made a pact with his brother Ace that he would not set out to sea until he was 18 years of age,
Right.
which he did.
Mhm. My man
So,
Shanks.
look, Shanks was the biggest influence on my boy Luffy becoming a pirate.
Yes, sir.
He takes the biggest W there.
Yes, sir.
Even though even though Luffy's grandpa, Monkey D. Garp, wanted
Oh,
not only Luffy,
Mhm.
but also his brothers Ace and Sabo
Yes, sir.
to become Marines.
It is, man. It's crazy. The alternate timeline that could have been.
And honestly, Luffy as a Marine, I can't really see it.
I can't see it either. Not for Luffy.
Now, as for Ace and Sabo, I mean, it goes either way
Right.
for them.
Honestly.
mm.
Now, if I had to pick which is better,
I
I'm
will cite
obvious.
spoilers for Ned.
I'm obviously gonna go with One Piece being better than JoJo's, but that is my opinion.
Right. It's iffy. It's iffy.
I mean,
'Cause I give because I love both. It's like I look at both of them as my kids. I just
look, both of them are fantastic enemies.
Mhm.
All right. Not to cut you off, Elliot,
Okay,
but I cannot agree with that. Let me tell
Okay.
you.
Let's hear it.
Just in the first couple episodes of JoJo's Bizarre, tell me who JoJo himself is. I'm not gonna lie. He is a man that don't know. I don't care who you are. You are a bad person. I just don't like you.
Proceed.
look, and that
And then,
basically describes Dio Brando.
yeah,
Man.
but for
The
me,
definition of evil.
the retrospect of what I'm trying to compare is JoJo and Luffy. Now, if we're trying to compare a lot more than that, okay, then I can't get into that. Only respectfully, because I haven't seen much. But
I feel you.
respectfully, character to character wise, for me and how I feel, the first few seconds or the first few that I saw with Luffy compared to the first few I saw with JoJo. For me, I just don't see the comparison in develop it, seeing who he is. When I see Goku, I see who he was going to become. When I saw Naruto swing on that swing that my man
Mhm.
Draco brung up,
Yeah.
seeing him just seeing him alone, I knew the type of person he was going to be.
Facts.
Now, does Luffy have the same thing? He could or he could not. I would have to see more. But from what I saw in the few episodes that I remember watching with Luffy, I, okay, okay, I'm sorry. Okay,
That is actually hilarious. I'm sorry. That is
okay.
hilarious.
Listen, I'm not gonna say super much, but all I'm gonna say is for me, I'm for character wise right now. I feel like and no offense, JoJo already for me was cool without him developing any type of power. Him himself stood on business no matter what.
And that's one of the biggest. Not to kind of jump in here between the debate as the lover of two. My big thing with JoJo is like the sauce. Okay, like it's got sauce where One Piece doesn't. It just One Piece has great charisma, great fights of the character and the crew. Um, the greatest thing, especially with each part of JoJo, and I kind of already semi spoiled Ned about it's a you get a new JoJo, so you get a whole other different part of the family, the bloodline, and in my part, you talked about part four and how like the first half of it was good. Part four is my favorite, honestly. Josuke is my favorite of the bloodline, so I feel like you're doing a little bit of disservice to part four, and part five as well with literally the I really don't want to spoil. I'm trying to figure out how to say it without spoiling. That JoJo of part five, Ned, when you get to it, is essentially he's like the culmination of everything the show has kind of been going to. So when you see him, and when you see like basically when you get to his final boss battle,
Mm-hmm.
he literally transcends more than odds. Is all I'm gonna say. He damn near becomes light. Like it's insanity. And I know, Ellie, you're not a big fan of Part Six, and I get, Part Six loses a few people, but Part Six, especially the way it ends, in my opinion,
Uh,
chef's kiss. Chef's
look,
kiss.
I'm gonna say this. You are right. Part
Mhm.
4 was nice.
Yeah.
Part 5 with that final boss battle, it
Insanity.
was it was it was on par.
Yes.
And you are correct. I'm not the biggest fan of Part 6
Mhm.
because that kind of, I get it without spoiling anything. I get it because you have a JoJo, a, a female JoJo in prison, but why why does it take a whole all that time to try to assassinate her?
Uh-oh.
Like
Because
it shouldn't take.
did you want the series to be 2 episodes?
I mean, look,
Did you want
Okay.
no.
Look, now we talk. Okay, not to interrupt. Now we're doing the most. Ellie, okay, to shut you down, because we have other like, no disrespect, but why does it take uh One Piece? Now we're doing
don't
exact
start.
numbers. 1,106 freaking episodes for them to come up with a conclusion for its freaking storyline. But we're not going to talk about that respectfully. Now,
It's still going though. It's not even included. It's still going.
I am going to start and finish JoJo's. That's what I'm doing right now. I said
Same.
I'm going to, but I'm going to after start One Piece. Now, before we jump into anything extra, I want to refer back to Demon Slayer only because the Demon Slayer movie is coming out in a month.
Okay. Okay.
Yes,
Oh
sir.
yeah. I
Um,
gotta catch up.
um, I really want to put that out there only because we haven't had a really nice anime movie come out in a minute.
You're not lying.
And at a lot of the, and no disrespect to a lot of these new animes coming out, and sooner or later I'll definitely give them a try. But right now, I really want to put emphasis on this Demon Slayer movie because I think the animation, the fight scenes, the
Hmm.
storylines is really going to start popping out for these new animes, and I think people are going to really be paying attention
Hmm.
due to the fact that how much hype the Demon Slayer movie already has, and the movie has not released in the United States of America yet.
That is crazy.
That
Um,
is true.
to also throw grease on the fire, uh, a certain Twitch streamer that myself, and a fellow viewer of ours, Elliot over here, we are following a guy named Tracy Allen. And Tracy
Hmm.
Allen, this is for you, my man. One thing you said was I don't like fact that people are talking about One Piece, and you were saying that Full Metal Alchemist is trash.
Oh man. Oh
You
man.
rather watch One Piece over Full Metal Alchemist. And he says something. He was bringing up another show, and I'm like, respectfully in my mind, I'm like, who the f are you, Tracy? For someone who's apparently a big person in anime, like mostly everything about you is anime talk.
Mm-hmm.
For you to sit there and nonchalant be like, I'm not, and here's what bothered me. You sat there and said, "Oh, I'm not saying it's trash. I'm just saying I." Like you said, you're just saying you don't want to say that it's trash. You just try to find another word for it. That's not how that works. I may not like One Piece, but you're not gonna sit here and say that One Piece is better than Full Metal Alchemist.
Man,
So are you gonna sit there and tell me that One
man.
Piece is better than Inuyasha? Are you gonna sit there and tell me One Piece is better than Zatch Bell? Are you gonna sit there and tell me One Piece is better than Code Geass? Are you gonna sit there and tell me that One Piece is better than half of
Man,
these animes that has been
I
created
can't get it.
before these new? There would be no one. Look. No disrespect to the main OG top three, and no disrespect to the grandfather of Goku.
Mm.
But there was animes before them that were expiring people, like the creator of Goku. Rest in peace to him.
Oh, for sure. But
They're the
Goku
re-
also
they're the
inspired
reasons why
Naruto.
there's a reason why
Also like
Goku is
recently,
who
like
Goku
later on.
is. No disrespect, like Goku became his own person by, the creator, he became his own person. That is a reason why Goku is the GOAT of anime.
Mm.
I
You
will
know,
Well,
give you that.
sidebar. Hold on,
what up?
sidebar, real quick. Can we just get Jujutsu Kaisen back too? Can we get that? Can we get the
Uh-oh.
next season back? Because I've been waiting a little too long for that. So JJK, if you guys can get up on it, I'd appreciate it.
Please, y'all. I
Please,
I
because
haven't watched Jujutsu Kaisen, but I have seen a couple episodes, and the fight scenes are crazy. I
I'm
like
hooked. That's what
like
I'm
the
saying.
fight scenes
It's got some of
themselves
the net.
are
I'm
nasty.
hooked. So
The fight
I
scenes are
need y'all to hurry up with the next season, please, because that is my. It was my shit, but I can't I can't watch any more of it. So I mentioned it all. So
and oh no,
Look,
little
no
breakdown
I've
right there.
disrespect.
seen
Oh, okay, yeah.
girls
I'm, we're sorry for that, listeners. Our buddy Elliot
Technical
is
difficulties.
is having technical difficulties. He's headed to work right now, but hey, let's thank you, Elliot, for
Shouts out to
being a
Elliot.
for real. Thank you for literally being a part of this. Yes, please,
Yes,
Elliot,
sir. Round of
appreciate what
applause for
you
my
did
man.
for us, please. But yeah, y'all. Oh, and also another sidebar for people who don't watch anime. Um, no disrespect to y'all. Literally, if y'all don't watch anime, hey, I'm not mad and I'm not upset.
Not at
But
all.
at the same time, please understand there's people like us, people like me and my man Draco, we love anime. Some of y'all like, certain type of movies, or some of y'all escape somewhere else. Well, guess what? We escape into anime, the life, what these characters are bringing to us, what these characters, how we relate to them. Like, yeah, I talked mess about Luffy and One Piece, but guess what? There are people like my man Elliot who see themselves as a Luffy, or they see themselves as a Zoro, or they see themselves
I
as
see myself as Zoro for sure.
you know
Zoro's the goat.
and as a
Character
real
for sure.
personal note, I see myself as Naruto. Not trying to be on no weirdness, but as a kid, I felt alone. I would literally go to school and I'd be bullied. Shit, I used to get bullied by my own family. But
Real talk. Real talk.
the thing is, I grew past that. I made myself, I hardened myself to get past getting bullied, and I rose past that. And guess what? I feel like I'm on top. I'm not gonna lie.
Real talk. So my
And
man
I'm
Naruto.
and I'm speaking true facts. Draco, right? Draco's one of the main peeps we connected in college. Like he was another one. We we met through our passion of what we kind of relate on, especially the whole anime aspect, gaming aspect. Like, and it
That's all.
just you meet your true people. Just all on how what you go through.
Cut from the
So
same cloth, man.
just take it as an experience. And anime is one of those things, and including gaming. That's another reason why we talk about gaming, anime. It's all on your outlet, on what helps you, I guess, relieve stress or whatever kind of gets you through your day.
Yeah, and to kind of piggyback it. Both these major uh media monsters, what they give for me and countless others, they all have, whether it's an escape, whether it's a different perspective or a view or a story that you just never either experienced or would like to, or it's a different flavor ilk that you get. It's every it's like every bag of trick for everybody that can kind of delve in, and that's why I think we rock with it so heavy. And then it's any passion or hobby that you got that we can get behind. Like I rock shows too. So
Mm,
really just kind of whatever your perspective is and whatever you rock with. That's kind of how we're getting down with it.
really.
Type. So you know, not to cut you off again, my man, but
No,
appreciate
you're
Elliot and
good.
appreciate everybody for tuning in to another dope episode of the podcast. One man bandit.
Yes, sir. And straight up from the straight hood, my co-star, my main man Draco. Real shit. Honestly, if it wasn't for him, bro, I don't know. I don't know what I'd be doing. I don't know. If I could have been a lot more calm than I am. Back then I also was wild. But yes, back to what Draco said. Definitely, thank you for everyone for dropping in. Thank you, Elliot, for saying what you gotta say. Y'all, I promise you, every podcast is gonna be different. I'm trying to see if we can have people pop in. If you
Yes,
have something
sir.
you want to say, bring up, you want us to talk about, please let me or my co-star Draco know.
Let us
Please let us
know.
know. Drop a follow on the Twitch and YouTube. Let us know what you think about what today's topic was. Much appreciated. Stay safe and keep gaming. We'll see you on the next Bandit Bros podcast. Later.
Peace.